my greetings to all of you. See, our focus right now, as far as COVID-19 is concerned, is to facilitate Indians who are stranded abroad. As you know, before lockdown, the Indians were traveled to various countries. They were there for business, tourism, the students were there and things like that. But now, because of prolonged stay, they are in distress and they want to travel back to India, and that is why Government of India has launched a huge, massive, a very complex evacuation in history, and that's what we call Vande Bharat. So this operation has been launched under the able guidance and leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister and our Honorable External Affairs Minister. So our ministry, the Ministry of External Affairs, that is the Foreign Ministry, it has created COVID cell which is 24/7 operational, and it is very proactively engaged in dealing with crisis like a situation, and they are managing this evacuation at a very huge and massive level. So there is a collaboration as far as the domestic front is concerned, and there is also a collaboration on international front is concerned. So on the domestic level, there is a huge team of officers who are dealing with various state governments, various agencies, hospitals, and at embassies and mission abroad, we are dealing with local agencies and with the Indians who are stranded abroad. And the COVID cell is acting like a bridge for both of us. And that's how it's a seamless effort and a huge team effort for all of us. As far as USA is concerned, we have 7 flights. 2 are from Chicago, 2 are from San Francisco, 2 are from New York, and 1 from Washington. As far as Southeast USA is concerned, where our people are there, where our jurisdiction is there, we have got the seats in 3 flights. 2 are from Chicago and 1 from Washington. So from Chicago tonight, as we speak, our passengers are going from Chicago, then onward to Mumbai, and then to Chennai. Then tomorrow we have another flight from Washington that will go to Delhi and it will go to Hyderabad. And on Friday, on 15th May, we have third flight which will again go from Chicago. It will go again to Delhi and Hyderabad. So as you know, we do have limited capacities in these aircrafts, and thousands of registrations which we have received. So to give priority to all the people in various compelling reason category, we have devised a very transparent and digitally technologically driven process for selection. It's very fair and impartial, where all people from various categories are taken, and they can be chosen as a proportional representation, and then we select each and every passenger who is in need to travel back to India. So what has happened once the selection is done? So prior to selection, everybody has to register on the web link provided by the Embassy of India in Washington, and once you register there and come into this selection process and you get selected, we will be sending you email or a mobile phone which will give you a huge bunch load of papers which we call an information pack, that will tell you exactly how to proceed with doing your ticketing, what are the health protocols which you will observe before going from here and when you will land in India. So that's what we are currently doing, and our people will be going from Chicago today, and I'm sure they must have read it carefully. So what I will urge to all the passengers who will be going in next flight is to give their information in one email and not to send us repeated emails, because that delays our procedure so much. And also to Air India, they should give their information in a very comprehensive, detailed way, like first page of passport, second last page of passport. So their name should match with what is given in passport rather than giving their short names or pet names. So that again will help Air India to do their processing faster. So all these small things, if our people will do it, it will help everybody. So we are very thankful to all the passengers who have patiently worked with us. We are, we immensely appreciate their patience, their understanding, and our staff is working round the clock here to help them, to serve them better. You can see that we are working here, all the time, all day and night. My colleagues also in USA are working. My staff officers here, also in headquarters, my colleagues, they are also working around the clock. And of course, Air India, they are also doing their bit. Everybody is working hard so that mission becomes successful. So let us have this collective effort to have this strong momentum where we all can serve each other in a better fashion and make this Vande Bharat a huge, huge success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Hello, this is Shailesh Laktakia, Consul in Indian Consulate, Atlanta. We are here right now doing the Vande Bharat mission. In this mission, we are trying to evacuate Indian people from US to India. People who have been allocated in 6-7 categories, like students, people who have run out of status, people with medical emergencies, other requirements, who are stranded, who came as a tourism. So there are flights specially arranged. These are non-commercial Air India flights, non-scheduled commercial Air India flights, which are originating from San Francisco, Chicago, and Washington, and they are going to major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, etc. And thereon there will be further journeys within major cities of India. So it's a very limited scope right now in phase 1. And we have just started last week, and we are going to continue, and the future flights for the phases will be dependent upon the kind of responses received and the kind of requirements we have in US. So people are being advised to take certain precautions, follow certain protocols. They will be checked both at the time of departure from US, when they land in India, and wherever city, whichever city they arrive in India, they will be screened for their health. If they find anything which is not good, they may be taken to a hospital. In any case, they will be quarantined for 14 days to see whether there are any symptoms for COVID-19. If there are, there will be further treatment and things like that. So those things are being taken care of by the authorities in India. But the people in general have been advised very carefully to follow all the protocols which the government has devised for these purposes. And I think, or rather we think, that this exercise will be a very good one, and people who have been stranded for many days in the US and running out of money and other resources will find themselves in better shape in their motherland.
Hello everyone. Ever since the evacuation process began, we have been receiving a lot of requests, and it's very difficult for us to find out who really should go first. But the consulate is taking a call, the embassy is taking a call on cases which need emergent attention. So we have one such case of a doctor family. The father is a neurosurgeon, very critically ill in India, and his siblings are here in Florida and they want to travel, and we are going out of the way to help them take the next flight to India so that they can be with their father in the last stages. He is, as far as we know, stage 4 cancer, which is almost the last. So we have students who have got stuck up in Florida, in Georgia, and elsewhere. They run out of money, out of everything, and we are just trying to help them get back. So we have been able to accommodate a few such cases, but we really want them, all these children, they are very young, very vulnerable kind of, and they are really very emotional at times when they talk to us, and our hearts go out to help them, but we are constrained by our resources and other things. But we are really going out and seeing that most of them are able to take the flight and go back to their homes. And their parents, were so anxious to receive them back because they hear so many stories about the COVID-19 here in US, and they are terribly worried about their children, and naturally so. So we are trying to help all those things, all those cases, and we do have, I don't want to name any particular case here, but there are cases which we know of by telephone calls and otherwise, and we have been calling them back and trying to reassure them that everything will be okay and trying to work towards them. We have the Indian diaspora here, Indian community organizations, NGOs, other things, and they are also doing a wonderful job. They have been helping with free meals, masks, sanitizers, etc. They've been offering free accommodation to people who do not have accommodation. They have been offering medical guidance, those who are the doctors in the community. They're helping with prescriptions and things like that. So the Indian community also, we must appreciate, is going all of its way. The associations, they are doing a wonderful job by organizing various webinars, seminars, trying to educate people about the pandemic, trying to address to their emotional issues, their anxiety, stress, psychological disturbances. So the community also in a way is functioning as a whole with a spirit of togetherness and cohesiveness. And here we are not divided. Here we are one India for all the Indians. Jai Hind.
This is Asim Kumar, Head of Chancery, Indian Consulate in Atlanta. We have been working very hard to get the stranded Indians reunite with their families in India, and we have been working round the clock for this. These are very difficult times, and we do understand that these passengers might have had to go through a hell lot of problems being stranded here in a foreign land for such a long time without any help. But our government is trying all the best to help them to reach India, and so we wish them all the best. And those of you who get picked on later, I would request them to wait with patience, because there are too many passengers and the flights will be coming one by one. So have patience and wish you all the way. Vande Bharat. Thank you.
Going to Chicago to Bombay. Poland sitting now. They will go now to Bombay.
Hello, I'm Mekala Selvin from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. We are on board the Air India evacuation special flight to Chennai via Mumbai, and we're so happy and excited that this finally came through. We have been trying so hard from the time my husband was diagnosed as a cancer patient. We were working so hard to get a special medical reason, and we wanted to go. It was an emergency, and from the beginning, as we contacted the consulate in Atlanta, then email also to the High Commission, Washington, and every effort that we made was, we got prompt response. No email was ignored, no phone call was ignored. We got text replies, and with the whole process was so smooth and effective. We are grateful to the Government of India for doing this, so enabling us to go. We are excited. Finally, our 3 or 4 weeks of efforts back and forth, we are on board. We're going home. We are grateful. Thank you, a big thank you for all the whole team who worked day and night. We know so many of them responded even in the middle of the night. To the whole team, we are grateful. Thank you, a big thank you.
My name is Praful Jha. I had came from J1 visa program in Florida, Miami City. Because of Consulate of Atlanta, now I am going to home, and because of coronavirus, I am stuck in Florida, Miami. Because of helping Indian Embassy, I am now going to home. Thank you.
Hi, I am Sanjeev Pradhan from Pune, India. I was stuck up in US since last 2 months, and I desperately wanted to go to India. And I am very much grateful to Government of India that Government of India arranged for the special flights, and I am selected in the first phase to go back to India. A special thanks to the staff of Indian Consulate General Office. They helped me a lot, and they were very kind enough and very courteous to arrange me in the first flight going to India. Thank you Consulate staff.